won. MJ became the face of the league because he won. Magic, Larry, they won. That's why they were the face of the league.
What's going on? Woody P coming back with another one. Let's get it. We're going to talk some hoops today. There's been a lot of talk about who's going to be the face of the NBA. When LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, when those guys retire, who's going to be the face of the NBA? Been a lot of talks about that, the past week. And I feel like you got guys like Anthony Edwards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant. That's my top 5. And I feel like Giannis and Joker, those guys, pushing 30. A little too old, in my opinion, to be the face of the NBA, because before you know it, you look up, they be 33, 34. Face of the NBA, 25, just over 25, like, Jason Tatum and Shai. I feel like that's the, the cutoff as far as where you can really start molding that, the face of the NBA. That's just my opinion. It's got to win some championships for sure, some MVPs. And let's be real, it's tough. It is tough because I don't see Luka winning the MVP. I don't. His play, unless he get a dominant big, his play style won't allow him to win a championship, because when he doesn't have the ball, it's 4-on-5. He don't move without the ball. He don't cut. His play style, he's a one-on-one player. He's kind of like I don't want to say a James Harden, but he dominates the ball a lot, And he makes great plays. He's a great passer, things like that, but he dominates the ball. He does. And I don't think his play style can win a championship unless he play with a guy like Joker, where Joker can really just make passes and create and score as well, because I don't think Luka's play style is championship quality. But I still think he's a great player. That's just me being real, in my opinion. Because when he doesn't have the ball, he sits there on the wing or at the top of the key. And sometimes he pouts if he doesn't get the ball back. He doesn't play defense. So I feel like, Luka, he has the skill, but he doesn't have the, I don't think he'll have the accomplishments, to win a championship. I think he can get a, season MVP for sure, because they're always pushing for Luka to be in that MVP talks. So I think he can win MVP for sure. But a championship, that's tough. And I know people can be like, he went to the Western Conference Finals. How can he not get to the championship? I know. I'm well aware how far Luka's been in the playoffs. But I don't think his play style can get him over the hump. SGA, he's just too quiet. He doesn't talk. But maybe we'll see him in the playoffs. Maybe he'll start talking in the playoffs or something. But he has the game, but he doesn't have the charisma. It's SGA, he doesn't talk. He's like this. He just come on the court and play. He put on his outfit. Put on his quotes on the gram and shit, and he just hoop. SGA. But he doesn't talk. Like, he doesn't give you, anything to really look into. But I love his game. Shai, my favorite player. At least, definitely one of them. So, I feel like Shai, he just doesn't, he doesn't talk enough. And Anthony Edwards, he has the game. He has the charisma. He has everything. All he has to do is win. If he can win a championship in the next, 2-3 years, he'll be the face of the NBA, in my opinion. He has it all. He has the total package. Pause. But he has the skill. He has the charisma. He's funny. He doesn't take himself too serious. So Anthony Edwards, if he can win a championship in the next, 2-3 years, he'll definitely be the. It doesn't even have to be the next 2-3 years. Anthony Edwards is young as shit. But if he can make some deep playoff runs, in these next few years, and start knocking on that door, he could be the face for sure. And Jason Tatum, this is the year. This is the year. If Jason Tatum want to be the face of the NBA, like he said, he'll have something to say about that. if he wins a championship. And he will. This is the year. You been down the, dark roads before, against Golden State. You've been through the struggle. You have the squad, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. You got the squad. You got the squad. Porzingis playing amazing. Porzingis playing amazing ball. So you got the squad. So Jason Tatum want to be the face of the NBA. After LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, you got to win now. You got to win now, period. And Ja Morant, I'm going to just be real, he's not a good role model. just be blunt like that. He's not a good role model. He has the game, pretty cool, got the, pretty cool, but he's just not a role model. Like, he's not. Like, you got to be someone that the kids can kind of look up to as well. And definitely marketable, but he's not a role model. Let's just be real. He get into too much trouble. He want to be too cool, and he get in his own way by trying to be too cool. So, but yeah, the face of the NBA. I feel like Anthony Edwards. He went, start knocking on the door, making deep playoff runs for sure. SGA, if he turn up the volume, start talking, make some deep playoff runs, win a championship. He's an MVP candidate. He could definitely, be the face of the NBA as well. But let me know what y'all think. It's been a talk this week, the face of the NBA. I keep the fire coming, keep the hoop talk coming. That's what I do. Comment, like, subscribe. This way you help share the video. I love it. That's what I do. You can't check me anyway.